Hi guys, so good evening and welcome back to my magical world. It's me, Frostbite, your favorite celebrity here in the Philippines. It's 23:18 in the evening. Hindi ko alam kung naririnig nyo ko. Parang low tone lang. So, kanina pa ako tulog. Feeling ko nakapag-power nap ako. I'm not supposed to sleep, pero humiga kasi ako and then may tsura natin. So kagising ko lang at magto-12 na. May dadaanan may lakad dapat ako kanina but I canceled it. I-reschedule ko na lang siya next week. So, yan. So, let's read page 13 to 14. Okay? So, defining manipulation. Proceed na agad tayo. Saka na ako magkukwento. Actually, parang let's focus more on the book. Okay, so sarap ng feeling nung nap. Nakakompleto ko yung time. Parang hindi siya masakit sa ulo. Parang it was perfect. Nag-ready ang aking katawan sa kabisihan. Napaparating. So, concluding this chapter, it is now possible to create a suitable and helpful definition of manipulation for the purposes of this book. Manipulation is a form of intentional influence characterized as an attempt by a person or party, which is the manipulator, to change the behavior of another person or party, the target, typically with a view of achieving a goal in the manipulator's interest. There is no nefarious implication, or it is specified whether or not the manipulator is acting in, against, or with no regard for the interest of the target. All are possible. This achieves a definition of manipulation which is not constrained by subjective ethical ideas, although that doesn't mean you should abandon your morals as well. The definition is useful because it is objective and clear. Also, it is helpful because in this book you will learn techniques for manipulation that will help you to achieve your goals. In that respect, it may be a mistake to exclude persuasion, which absolutely can play an important role in manipulation and is inextricable from the advice in this book. Two problems remain, however. The first relates to intended influence. Intent is difficult because it implies responsibility. In actual fact, everyone manipulates everyone around them all the time. So it is happening on a daily basis. Even from a young age, it would be wrong to exclude a child's temper tantrum from the umbrella of manipulation just because they aren't old enough to rationalize their behavior. The same applies to adult temper tantrums for that matter. Intent, therefore, does not imply conscious behavior. It can also be instinctive. This also allows for the very real presence of naturally manipulative persons. Hindi ako mag-in-depth discussion tonight kasi ayusin ko muna yung storage ng phone ko. Okay. So the second problem is the disappointingly vague ending, typically to achieve a goal in the manipulator's interest. Not only it is problematic to define the manipulator's interest, there is a catch-all ambiguity in the inclusion of typically. This part serves only to create a normalized idea of manipulation for the purposes of this book and absolutely wouldn't suit a more general definition. After all, how can someone perfectly know their own interest? It is, of course, possible to successfully manipulate someone and for the result to still be one's own demise. So the latter problem is addressed during the course of the book at points where it happens So, at points where it happens to be relevant, despite its flaws, the definition of manipulation is sufficient for the practical parts of the book. So, hinihimay-himay natin guys tong book masyado kasi we just have to do it that way. So, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for helping me make this world better place for all of us and for the future generation. I'm gonna read again bukas naman. Okay? So, kain muna ako. Have a good night, everyone.